How to use HTTP methods in Express REST API development. Are you curious about how to effectively use HTTP methods in your Express REST API development? Understanding these methods is key to building efficient applications. Let's break it down step by step. In Express, HTTP methods define how the server responds to client requests for specific resources. These methods align with the four main operations: create, read, update, and delete. Each method serves a distinct purpose. First, we have the get method. This is used to retrieve data from the server. It's perfect for fetching resources without making any changes. For example, when you want to get a list of users, you would use a get request. Next is the post method. This is used to create a new resource on the server. If you want to add a new user, a post request is what you need. Then we have the put method. This is designed for updating an existing resource completely. If you want to change all the details of a user, you would use a put request. The delete method is straightforward. It removes a resource from the server. If you need to delete a user, a delete request will do the job. There is also the patch method, which is used for partially updating a resource. This is useful when you only want to change specific fields of a resource. Now, how do you set up these methods in your Express application? Express provides specific functions for each HTTP method. For example, you can use app-get, app-post, app-put, and app-delete to define your routes. Here's a quick example. app-get/users handler will handle get requests to fetch users. app-post/users handler will handle post requests to create a new user. app-put/users/id handler will handle put requests to update a user by their id. app-delete/users/id handler will handle delete requests to remove a user by their id. To keep your code organized, consider using Express Router. This allows you to define routes in separate files and keep your main application file clean. For instance, in a file named route/users.js, you can define your routes using router.get, router-post, and so on. Then, in your main app file, you can import these routes and use them with app/use/API/users user routes. When a request hits your route, the route handler receives two objects: request and response. You can use the request object to access data sent by the client, such as parameters or the body of the request. The response object is used to send back data or status codes to the client. For example, you can send a successful JSON response with res status 200 JSON data, or send a 404 error with res status 404 send not found. Middleware functions are also important in Express. They can be used before your route handlers to perform tasks like parsing JSON bodies or validating requests. When building your API, remember to follow best practices. Use the appropriate HTTP methods for each operation, keep your API stateless, and use meaningful URL that representing resources. Always return proper HTTP status codes to indicate success or failure. By structuring your project with separate folders for routes, controllers, models, and middleware, you can improve maintainability and clarity. In summary, using HTTP methods in Express REST API development is straightforward. By understanding how each method works and how to implement them, you can create effective and organized APIs.